Kevin Durant made his return last night. We dropped like 16. But interesting interview came out today he did with Shams in The Athletic, where he essentially said he doesn't care about his legacy. So I'll read y'all the quote. I don't care about legacy. I used to. I used to want to carve out a lane or space in this game for myself that people can remember, but it's come too much of a thing now. It just becomes too much of a focus on other people, what he's done, comparisons. Before, when we wasn't doing all this debating, I cared about it. I'm about to be in the same breath as these top guys. It was big. Nowadays, I truly don't care. I truly just want to go out there and produce, be the best I could be, go home, hang with my family. That's it. So, Gil, I'll start with you. Do you believe that KD doesn't care about legacy?
Like I said, I think he cared, just like everyone cares about their legacy when they first come in, right? That's what we have this idea that we've been inbred with of, your legacy. But, as we've aged, we realize what is legacy, right? Everyone's legacy has been questioned. Yeah. Every great their legacy has been questioned. There's no ironed legacy.
Yeah.
So, we're sitting around here, talking about, stay with the same team, this, that, when in reality, no one's going to care at the end of the day. Because for the most part, no one really knows the history like that. Like, how many teams did Jerry West play for? How many finals, how many championships? No one knows. We know he's on the logo. Yeah. Shit, I mean, if you tell a kid, hey, who's on the logo, and it's not Michael Jordan, they're not going to know the person's legacy of that logo.
Not getting credit for it either, which is no royalties.
I feel like KD has allowed the outside noise to affect the tradition of what we all as players respect, which is each other's opinions, right? So for him to say that, it's like you've allowed the fans and the analysts to dictate what your legacy can be when we already cement you as top dog. Like, you one of the top dogs. Keep going in the direction of knowing that we appreciate everything you do. Like, it's not about what they think and all the criteria they try to push you to meet. It's like, bro, you've been the guy since you've been the guy, bro. Like, it's not too much more shit you need to prove to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what you can do. We may criticize you here and there just because we expect more out of you, but that's just because of the bar you set for yourself and we set for you. So now we look at it, it's like, hey, you ain't got to prove, man. Let these motherfuckers get you all riled up like you got to come out and break your neck to do something. You that guy. And that goes for everybody else that has accomplished something. We talked about Draymond yesterday. Dre, you still that motherfucker nigga. You still that guy, right? You ain't got to prove nothing to me or anybody else. When you accomplish a certain level of success, man, you ain't got to go out here and prove to people you do this, do that. Even me, I ain't got to prove nothing to y'all. Shit, I talk
to y'all all the time about it because I didn't play in the league. All y'all did, y'all earned a substantial amount of money doing it. I see some of the comments. We got a lot of great fans who love and support, but some of the comments like, oh, Gil, how many MVPs has Gil got or whatever? And it's like, huh? I mean, at a point in your career, you're one of the top 10 players in the league, top 5 players in the league. So what the fuck can somebody who can't even make a left-hand layup be able to tell you about that? Brandon, what you think?
I think KD's legacy is good. I mean, it's great. I mean, he's done everything that an NBA player would want to do: win a championship, win MVP, been to the finals, and everywhere he goes, he becomes the guy anyway. So it's not like you're going to a situation where you don't become the top dog. Number one, I think. Well, does KD need to win another ring?
So that's another question. How much does his legacy really change or move with another ring, with another 2 rings?
I mean, I mean, he's already who he is. So it's not like, if he does it again, he just does it again. Like, we know who KD is. He's one of, like you said, one of the top dogs, one of the top 5 players, in this generation forever.
Yep.
So I think he's done enough. Like, he just needs to just end it well. Just end it well. That's all I would say. Just end it well.
It's the real question, I think, is where is he going to rank when it's all said and done, right? Is 4, 5, 6, 7 championships going to put him in front of Michael Jordan, right? If the answer is no, if he wins 10 more championships, are we going to put him in front of Michael Jordan or LeBron? the answer is going to be no.
Let's say he wins 7, because he wins 10 more, I think.
You win 7, then they're going to say, well, how many scoring titles you got? They're going to
Always try to find
they're going to throw something in there.
If he wins 7, well, the first 2 don't count. You got him with Steph.
Yeah, so you're going to, well, you trade. So if the answer is no, then if the highest he can get is 2 or 3, best ever, then no, him having another championship really don't matter, because it's not going to do anything for his mark. His legacy is his legacy. So you're saying, oh, if LeBron wins 5 more, they're not going to put him in front of Jordan for the Jordan fans. So him winning 5 more or not, if they're going to put him number 2, he's going to still be number 2, period.
Yeah. So I think the thing with KD, especially leaving OKC to go to the Warriors after they had that 73-9 season, lost the championship to LeBron and the Cavs, we all remember. People talk about loyalty all the time. But when teams do what's best for them, it's not a big deal. That loyalty ain't an issue, right? But when players do what's best for them, they get criticized. So is this a KD issue or more of an issue with player empowerment?
It's the system. They want you to pay back the system. When you start thinking of your own, and when you start want to have your own ideas and you want to do things your way and you know what's going on, it's a threat, because now they can't have those conversations that they would want to have with you. I mean, with your management or whoever. Now they got to have it direct to you. So now the conversation changes. Yeah. Now the whole demeanor changes. Yeah.
I mean, I agree with that. I mean, this is something you got to deal with. When the upper management got to deal with direct. The direct approach changes the dynamic of engagement, dialogue, and understanding and culture. You got to be able to talk my language, right? And I think that's important for us. If we want to get deals we want, talk my language. And that go back to Gil when he set his standard with his contract, like, I want this sweep, I want this term. Like, kids, go back and watch that episode, because it's important for you to understand you set the bar for what you want. You set your own reality, especially if you take control of that. You give them control, you playing in they game. They get to move the piece where they want it, because it benefit them. But when they start to direct.
Same thing they doing to Lamar Jackson right now. Like, because it's that direct. It's like, no, I want my deal to be like this. It's a threat. And don't be black.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's the team don't have a face. Right? The organization, it's a name, right? Fans are loyal to the name, not the player, right? If you're a Laker fan, you're a fan of all of the Lakers that come through, right? You might have your favorite Lakers of all time, but for the most part, you are a Laker fan. So for you, that's the identity. This person comes and goes. We don't need you. We are the Lakers, right? That's how fans' views are. So when a player decides to go against the fans' view, that's where the pushback comes in. If the team decides that, hey, we want to get rid of you, we're like, we don't need that. Who else we gonna get? So
who else is up? Who else in line?
And that's really how it is. The Lakers' name is generations. Right?
Yeah.
Our kids might have a chance to play for the Lakers, right? We're going to be forgotten about. We're afterthoughts, right? All the Boston players, those are afterthoughts to those fans. It's who is here now. Yeah. So we're just.
You talk about fan and team loyalty, but I look at myself in particular. I'm a LeBron fan. I don't give a fuck about the Cavs. When he was with Cleveland, I'm rolling with the Cavs because that's the team he's on. He goes to Miami, I'm rolling with the Heat because that's the team he's on. Same thing back to Cleveland, even come to the Lakers, because I saw it. I saw it with my pops dealing with Donald Sterling with the Clippers. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to be a fan of this team when I got the owner of this team calling my house, making threats, threatening lawsuits, talking crazy and grimy to my pops, and I saw the effect that had on him. So y'all see it as well. To your point, like when they're negotiating these deals, it's the Nets, right? They don't look at Joe's side. Maybe he's the owner, but we're worried about the team. So KD say he want to leave the team. We take that person. We don't know what's going on internally. But also, too, just talking about this kind of ring chasing situation. And it's like people working their everyday jobs. You're going to work at a whack-ass company because they were the first company to give you a job. I got to stay here for the rest of my life. You had a retirement party.
They don't. No.
But that's how they think from a fan perspective. Yeah. Oh, well, this team drafted you. You got to stay here for life.
It's always, when it comes to sports, we think a certain way. when you try to reverse it into our everyday life, hell no. Hell no. No employee out there would take a pay cut for another employee in that office.
Come on now.
Hell no.
It makes no sense.
Right? No. Yeah, you supposed to give me $50 an hour, and now you're talking about 25, so I can give you 25. I don't even like this motherfucker like that. Right, that's what they would be thinking at work.
But we can make the company better.
But cool.
We can make me more money at the top. Like, come on, man.
But nobody, when you switch it to their regular life, they're not playing by the same rules. That's what makes it the biggest joke of all.
Yep.
So do you have a problem with guys like KD, guys like LeBron, who are able to force their way out of situations?
Force.
KD's with the Nets. Trade deadline coming up. I don't want to be here anymore. Send me to the
That's
Sun.
not force is I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna sit here until you. That's technically
Well,
a force.
I can put
Asking
the
a
pressure
question.
Put the pressure on. Yeah, he put the pressure on.
That's
It's kind of almost forced, but kind of not.
Well,
Like,
he's under
because
contract.
they got to make a decision.
Yeah,
He's
right,
making them make a decision.
I mean, if the teams are allowed to do it and they're allowed to openly shop you, right? They're allowed to openly shop you. Then you should be able to openly request trades and see what your value is. Isn't that the point? Lamar Jackson, they're doing it to Lamar Jackson, right?
Yeah.
They're saying, hey, go out there and see your value.